Southwest Mock 2026, paper 1. This is under e-science for intermediate level. Ordinary level students in grammar school who are doing chemistry also need to watch this if you're doing physics too. The question says the separation of white light into its component colors as it passes through different media is due to A. Refraction, B. Diffraction, C. Reflection, D. Interference. Let's look at these four concepts quickly. The first one is refraction. Imagine that you are running on a paved road, very smooth, and then suddenly you just dive into a heap of sand. What happens? You stumble, you slow down, you stumble as if you would fall. In that instant that you stumble, your direction changes, your feet slow down. So, refraction is the bending of light because it has moved from one medium to another. It has moved from a light medium into a denser medium. So when light moves from a lighter medium into a denser medium, it slows down and so its direction changes. This bending of light is called refraction. And so light is made up of many components. Many components are in light. The components of light are red, you have the red component, you have the orange, you have the yellow color, you have the green color, you have the blue color, you have indigo, and you have violet. So you have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven colors of light. And so as the light is coming into towards this prism, as the light hits this prism, this denser medium, the medium is denser compared to the air where the light was coming from. It slows down and it bends. And that bending, because there are different components or different colors in here, they slow down and bend at different angles. And so they scatter out into the different components of light. That's basically what happens uh, in a prism when light hits a glass prism. So the answer is refraction. Now, what is diffraction? When light passes through a gap or an opening, if I had an opening, so I'm going to put this as a gap like that. If light was to pass through this gap or opening, the light is coming this way, and as it gets to this tiny gap or opening, the light spreads out like that, and the light continues spreading out like this. So if I was to draw these profiles of the progress of the wave or of the light, you would see that the light is spreading out because it has passed through this tiny gap here or this small opening. So that's diffraction. Diffraction is the spreading out of light as it passes through an opening. The next we have here is reflection. When light strikes a surface, generally the light bounces back, especially if the surface is smooth. So reflection is, so we have an incident ray of light. Light comes in, light strikes a surface, and the light bounces off and returns completely to where it came from. It doesn't spread into different colors. It just returns the full image to where it came from. That's how you have an image formed in a mirror. So this is reflection. It is the bouncing back of light when it hits or strikes a surface. And next you have interference. What is interference or waves? Well, waves can either waves can meet, and when waves meet, they can either combine to make a bigger wave called constructive interference, or they can cancel out and they go flat, forming destructive interference. So interference is the combination of two waves. Two waves collide or they meet. They either combine or they cancel out. So in this question, the correct answer was refraction.